Alright, here's the condition of the seats. They are stuck and rusty. We'll have to see what I can do about that. This one's not any better. The cover is in pretty good shape, but it looks like I can take these clips out, pull the fabric off, and then replace this. This old material is still fine, but it's just old, and foam is easy enough. You'll never notice that I replaced the foam, so we're gonna do that. Maybe we'll see when I take the cover off what's gonna happen, but definitely need to separate the frame and get these cleaned up, because right now they don't work, so we'll fix that. Alright, we're gonna give it a little shot of letter number and let it sit for a bit. I coated that pretty good. Hopefully it releases stuff so I can get these things to move, and then I can get them taken off of the frame of the chair, and then I can clean up the rusty metal, refinish it, and put it back on. So we'll give that a go after a bit. Got some more of these tags, and I'm gonna write on there the parts that came off, so I know where they came off on, and then I'll be able to figure out what to do with these. So here's the screws. There's one screw at the front, so you got to tap the slider all the way to the back, take the screw out, and then you'll be able to pull the slider all the way to the front, get the other screw out, and so you get two screws that go here and here. So we'll take those out and get back to it. So you can see this giant spring here is holding it all the way back. So I'm gonna have to disconnect it. Otherwise you'd be fighting the spring tension, and it's not in the bestest shape. It's been worn out, so probably best to get a new spring. It'll probably still work, but yeah, you can definitely see it's taken a set, so we'll figure that out. Connecting the inside slider to the outside slider is this little adjustable bracket, or a bracket with this square thing in the middle. It is a little bit adjustable. Anyway, it's all rusted. We're gonna get a new one of those too. But go ahead and take that off. It's got a little Z-bend on this side and a little Z-bend on this side that just fall into holes, and you just kind of wiggle it around until it comes out. Come on, you. Alright, fine. This one's gonna have to wait till I get it all the way out then. Let's move this down a bit. There we go. Alright. So this one's a little stuck. I did letter number a little bit. I'll let it soak for a bit. I'm gonna take this, the right side screwdriver, give it a couple of taps. That's gonna kind of hopefully break free the rust that's holding these two pieces together. And I'm gonna clamp on locking pliers and put that in there and bear down on it best I can. There you go. There is that one. Now I can freely slide that up. The other one. Okay, this one wasn't that bad. That's off. And it just slides right off. There you go. There you can see the mechanism that makes it work. We'll see how clean this one is, but chances are these are going to come in a pair anyway, so even though that this one is still good, probably we'll have to get a pair as, you know, a complete set anyhow, so probably getting a new one of these too. You can see this half just fell off, and it's just got the Z-bends in here that kind of just go up through a hole and just kind of hold it like that. And they just kind of wiggle out and fall out. There we go. We're going to mark that up, and we'll do the driver's seat. I got a zipped closed bag, sandwich bag, that I can put the screws in. Just kind of keep them together with everything. Screws and the spring. That way I won't lose them. So if I have to put them back together, I'll have them, but hopefully I won't need them. And we'll get some new ones of those too. But that's how that goes. This spring definitely broken. Should have an end. It looks similar to this. On this side, it does not. So this one is definitely going to need to be replaced. Too bad, because the rest of it is pretty good. On the bottom side of the seat, there's this little plastic tag. It's got some numbers on it. Not quite sure what they mean, but it's probably the serial number identification marks of the seat. Yeah, so if anybody gets a good shot of that and can tell me what the hell it means, that'd be great. If not, well, I guess it's a mystery, and we'll just keep it in a folder with all the other mysteries, because I got new foam, so the old horsehair is coming out and modern padding is going in, so we'll make that upgrade a little bit. Okay, along the edge are these little metal rings. They're called hog rings, and they got a split in one side, and you clip them off and they come off. You'll have to get new ones. They pretty much, you could try to salvage them if you like, but it's just not worth it. You can get the hog rings, you can get a package, a couple hundred of these for fairly cheap, so it's really not worth saving this little bit of metal. So they go all the way around the fabric. So I'm going to work at pulling those off and getting those off, and then the fabric will be loose on this side, and you can see the original padding is just shot, and it still works, but you know, animals and weather and all kinds of things have made their home in this in the past half century, so we're gonna get rid of it because it smells bad. It doesn't smell terrible, but you know, it smells old. So just rotate the ring until you can find the split, and just use needle nose pliers to pry it open. Like I said, you can cut it if you want. They come apart fairly easy, but yeah, they're just not worth saving after that point, so just do that. We'll do that again on this one. Just find the split. Just kind of work it apart. And pull it out. And just do that for the rest of them. Tucked deep inside was the second half of the spring that I showed you earlier. It just split. Come on, focus. It just split right in half. So yeah, that's the other part. Okay, now that those are off, we can kind of work this old fabric around, and it's going to be stuck to it a little bit. Rust and whatnot, over the years. I got a couple of rings that I missed. And after I get these rings out, I'll work on the brackets on the side, on the outer side of the frame. You can see it on this one. There's metal brackets. There's some screws along that, and we'll take that metal bracket off and free up the outside of the covering. Inside the metal covering is a couple of plastic little wedgie thing, a washer, 3 screws, and then you've got the cover here. And try to figure out, I think the washer was down on this end and the wedge was maybe in the middle. I'm not sure. Have to figure that part out. Now that I know it's there, I'm going to look for that on the other side and figure that out. Oh my good. The long screw goes in this end. 2 shorter screws go there and there. They're the same size, so 2 short screws, long screw. And then we'll crack this open and see. Okay, so that's why I was confused. The wedge on the other side was way up here. It's not supposed to be there. Apparently it was never put in right, apparently. But it's supposed to go a round nylon washer, and then this guy sits on top of that, like so. So yeah, that's video posterity, so I know what the hell I'm doing to put it back together. On the inside of the seats, there's a little plastic clip with 1 screw on it. That's got to come off too. So we'll take that off, bag and tag that one as well, and then I can free up this side of the seat. Okay, now one last thing to take apart. There's a snap pin here, cotter pin on this side, and then on the outside there's one on the other side of the seat bracket. Right now, see the fabric is all the way around the pin. There's no way to get it off in one go. If I wasn't trying to save these seats, I'd just go ahead and cut it and just rip the fabric off, but I want to try to fix these covers if I can. So I'm going to be dismantling this part so that the top slides off and the bottom slides off, and then I can shine up this metal and put it back together. Hopefully save some fabric. If not, I don't know. We'll get there.